Okay, number 10, 190587, substitute resolution directing various city departments to develop and implement a plan for the improvement of a portion of West Hopkins Street. Alderman Cox?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want
course.
to first say I believe Alderman Rainey is supposed to be on here as a co-sponsor because we both represent this strip of Hopkins that is specified in the legislation. For a couple of years, Alderman Rainey and I have been discussing what's possible with Hopkins. It is such a, when I see it, I see it as like, what's possible. You know what I mean? Like it's businesses that have survived and been there with no bid, no major support from the city or anything like that, but they've sustained in that community. And I know as I do neighborhood walks over there, even though neighbors were walking on 23rd, 24th, they're like, let's go over to Hopkins, and they have concerns. And of recent, the city has come into possession of some of those properties over there as well. And I always see it as a huge opportunity when we happen to be in possession of significant land in a particular area for us to help to grow that area in a positive direction. So after conversations with Alderman Rainey, what we thought about, historically I always wanted to bid over there, but if we're honest, it's only a handful of businesses, so I don't know if they have the quantity that you would really want to have a robust bid. But until they get to that place, there are still things that we could be doing to help improve it. And the other thing is, the 30th Street corridor is something that we've invested millions of dollars in. And really Hopkins, this strip of Hopkins is a vessel way to that corridor. It's really hard to recruit major companies and all that kind of thing if the vessel ways that their employees and their patrons have to come through are not as beautiful as the 30th Street corridor is. So this file is just a creative way that we found to try to look at city expertise and resources and really be concentrated and focused about what's possible for this strip of Hopkins.
Excellent, excellent. Alderman Rainey, would you like to be added as a co-sponsor?
Absolutely, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to thank Alderwoman Cox for her leadership. We have several corridors in our Milwaukee at times we feel are forgotten, and sometimes it appears as if, there isn't a catalytic development that speaks to these neighborhoods, but I want to thank Alderwoman Cox for her vision and her leadership, just trying to figure out and being diligent as to how we can bring some attention to these forgotten neighborhoods. I know there's some engaged neighbors over there. I do neighborhood walks over there as well. I even had some neighbors try to cross over from the 6th district and get me to come over there. I'm like, no, that ain't my district. I got to call y'all Alderwoman. So I know that the people over there are very active and they will very much so welcome such an investment. Yep. And as it relates to, Century City, Hopkins, as you said, is a vessel way that leads directly to it, and we need all the assistance that we need with making sure that that development is successful. So thank you, Alderwoman Cox, and Mr. Chair, please add me as a co-sponsor.
Oh, yeah, this is excellent. Now, in the plan implementation, is there a TIF idea scheduled for the future?
We don't know.
You don't know? Okay. All right. Thank you. This is sponsored by Alderwoman Cox to be adopted. So Alderman Perez moves for adoption. Hearing no objection, so ordered.